the more I see it, Stranger Things isn't really about another dimension. It's about a psychic network and what happens when one mind tries to turn shared reality into a system that it can control. And we're told that the Upside Down is a parallel world. But what if it's a physical layer? A part of something that's older, psychic, and already inside some of these characters that we know. Hi, my name is Hannah Nicole, and in this video I'm going to explain how Dimension X, the Upside Down, and the Mind Flayer function as one connected system, and how characters like Will, Eleven, and even Vecna are part of the same network, not opposing worlds. Disclaimer, this is not a timeline recap. As much as I was going to do that, it's just too long, and this theory is kind of heavy, so it wouldn't be doing much of a favour for any of us. And it's not a lore dump either. It's also purely like fan interpretation and based on what we know from both the First Shadow and Stranger Things. So there'll be spoilers, obviously. This is a story about how reality gets shaped through memory, emotion, sensitive and unfinished minds, and what the final fight in season 5 is really going to be about. I try to do this in chapters in chronological order, so it's easiest to understand. And trust me, I got confused with this many times because, of course, the show is keeping things mysterious and for good reason. But if you're a bit obsessed like me, we have definitely figured a few things out or have tried to make meaning of it. And like I said, this is completely fan interpretation, so, you know, don't come at me, please. Don't attack me. But if you've got any like interesting observations that I didn't point out, please put them in the comments below. That would be amazing. And just keep it respectful, because this is just like pure fun, and I'm just been way too emotionally invested in this show. Yeah, that's the least that I could put it, really. I could say so much more, but let's get on with it. Oh, do you guys like my hood? I don't know the name for this. What? Jacket, cardigan, whatever. Like, guys like it? Ooh, friends don't lie. Ooh, it's so cool. Love it. It's like so good. With the color. Anyways, yeah, this is not what you guys came for. Sorry. Just wanted to show it off. This is the physical world, okay? And then the middle bit. The middle bit, okay? Okay. This is the Upside Down imprint. So remember that imprint. Girl cannot see that. Oh my gosh. Bottom. The bottom. That's Dimension X. Y'all see that? Dimension X. And how we even got to this? Well, it was obviously by accident. They brushed against it. And the first time we experience that is Dimension X is known is through the Philadelphia experiment. I would like to draw a nice boat, but I'm afraid I won't be able to do that. But let me just try. Okay, that's bad. I don't know what this is. Wait, that's better. So the first time that humans ever came across Dimension X was in the 1940s with the U.S. Eldridge experiment, otherwise known as the Philadelphia experiment, which is based on a real conspiracy which has been debunked like so many times, but the mystery is still there, and Duffers love mystery, so they put it in the show. And basically the aim was to put a magnetic field around the ship, and in order for it to become invisible, to go into enemy territory. In the play, it worked ish. They didn't necessarily become invisible, but they did disappear. Right there, right in Dimension X, and there were no survivors. Except for one. Captain Brenner. What happened to the other ones? I believe it's because of the Demogorgons, so they attacked them and they were gone. I also do think it's the hostile environment that didn't make them last very long either, because Captain Brenner did come back with altered blood, which led him to a short life afterwards. And on his deathbed, he told his son everything about Dimension X, everything that he saw, just what it looked like, and he drew something, he drew a picture, and the Mind Flayer was there. And of course this sparked an obsession with Martin Brenner, which led to the Rainbow Project. So, but going back to Dimension X, you know, what we know, it has all these vines, it has these creatures, Demogorgons, and these floating shards, so you obviously know from there that it's nothing to do with human reality, like at all. And it's purely a mind-based realm. It's just on mind-based physics, and time is completely fluid there. So why does that even matter? I mean, everything later after this discovery is contamination and not design. You know, it's just building on top of these, like you see it. And now this is like infiltrating infiltrating the physical world now. So it's a contamination and not necessarily design. And the Upside Down isn't, again, it's just like an imprint, it's on top of it, which I'm going to explain further as we go further into the theory. So yeah, so the Upside Down, again, it's not a different dimension, it is pretty much Dimension X, which I'll make that a little clearer. No, it is Dimension X, but it's a thought that's been stuck, because like I said, everything here runs on emotion, memory, it senses all that energy. So when I explain it further, I think you understand why it is a thought that's just got stuck. And I mean, Dimension X isn't necessarily dangerous to Hawkins until it learns how to think like a human. And then we're going to go into the next chapter, which is